Okay, so our lesson for today is all about the sum and product of roots of quadratic equation. Okay, so paano nga ba natin hahanapin yung sum of and product of roots sa ating quadratic equation? Okay, so in finding for the sum and product of roots, we're going to use the formula, for the sum of the roots ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0 is r sub 1 plus r sub 2 equals to negative b over a. And for the product of the roots, ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0 is r sub 1 times r sub 2 equals to c over a. Okay, so yan yung formula na gagamitin natin in finding for the sum and product of roots of quadratic equation. Okay, so let's have example number 1. Okay, so find the following or find the sum and product of the roots of the following equations. Okay, so hahanapin natin yung sum and product of the following equation. Okay, so for equation number 1, we have x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. Okay, so una muna is kinakailangan nyong i-determine kung siya ba ay nasa standard form. Okay, yung standard form natin, yung ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay, and then next, kapag naka-standard form na ang inyong equation, so identify nyo kung ano yung mga value ng a, b, and c natin. Okay, so for the value of a, since x squared, automatic na meron tayong 1 as the leading coefficient or yung value ng a natin. Okay, then next for the value of b, we have positive 2 kasi plus. Okay, and for the value of c, we have negative 8 kasi minus. Okay, so yan yung value ng a, b, and c natin. We have 1, 2, and negative 8. Now, since we have now the value of a, b, and c, so we're going to substitute in the formula. Okay, in finding for the sum and product of the roots. Okay, so for the sum of the roots, we have r sub 1 plus r sub 2 equals to negative b over a. Okay, so substitute lang natin yung value ng b natin. We have 2. Take note na merong negative sa ating formula. 2, negative 2 over the value of a, we have 1. Okay, so negative 2 divided by 1, the answer is negative 2. Okay, next, for the product of the roots, we have quantity r times quantity r sub 1 times r sub 2 equals to c over a. Okay, so ang value ng c natin ay negative 8. Okay, at ang value ng a natin ay equals to 1. Okay, so negative 8 divided by 1, the answer is negative 8. Okay, lahat po ng number, kapag yung denominator ninyo ay equals to 1, ibig sabihin nun, lahat ng nasa numerator nyo, yun yung magiging final answer nyo. Kasi 1 na yung denominator. But if the value of the numerator is 1, and the value of the denominator is 1, so therefore, that is always equals to 1. Okay? So, ang sum ng roots natin ay negative 2 at ang product naman ay negative 8. Okay? Next, for example, number 2, we have 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 equals to 0. Okay? So, siya ay naka-standard form kasi nauna yung quadratic term. Sinundan siya ng linear term. At last is yung constant term natin. Okay? So, identify natin yung value ng a. We have 2 as the leading coefficient. Okay? Next, b is negative 7 kasi minus 7. And for c, we have negative 4 kasi minus 4. Okay? So, using now the formula, we're going to find for the sum of the roots. Okay? So, we have r sub 1 plus r sub 2 equals to negative b over a. Okay? So, substitute lang natin. Take note na negative 7 yung value ng b natin. At sa ating formula ay negative. Okay? So, magiging negative quantity negative 7 over 2 yung value ng a natin at yung value ng b. Okay? So, kung papansinin nyo, meron tayong negative sa labas at negative yung number natin or yung value ng b natin. Therefore, kapag parehong negative yan, ang magiging final answer natin ay magiging positive. Okay? So, the final answer here is 7 over 2. Hindi siya pwedeng maging negative kasi both of them are negative. Okay? Kumbaga, i-multiply natin yung negative 1. Meron tayong negative 1 at take note na nakaparenthesis tayo. Ibig sabihin yan, kapag nakaparenthesis, i-multiply natin yung negative 7 sa labas. Okay? Assume natin na meron tayong negative 1 as imaginary 1. Okay, negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 7, the answer is positive 7. And then over 2. Take note ulit na hindi pwedeng maging decimal yung sum of roots natin. Okay? It can be a whole number or a fraction. Okay? Next, for the product of roots, we have r sub 1 times r sub 2 equals to c over a. Okay, so for the value of c, we have negative 4, and for the value of a, we have 2. Okay, so negative 4 divided by 2, the answer is negative 2. Okay, so bakit negative? Kasi nag-divide tayo ng unlike sign. Kapag nagdi-divide kayo ng unlike sign, always na negative ang magiging sagot. Okay, so that is negative 2. For the sum of roots, we have 7 over 2, and for the product of the roots, we have negative 2. Okay? Next, for example, number 3, 4x squared minus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so siya ay naka-standard form na naman. So, identify lang natin yung value ng a, b, and c. Okay, so we have a equals to 4, and b equals to negative 4 kasi meron tayong minus, and c is equals to 1. Okay, and then next, so for the sum of the roots, we're going to substitute only the given value, negative b and a. Okay, so ang value ng b natin dito ay negative 4. Okay, at ang value ng a natin ay 4. Okay, so kung papansin niyo, negative na naman yung value ng b natin. At meron tayong negative sa ating formula. Therefore, parehong negative. So, ang magiging answer natin dyan ay magiging positive. Pero, ano yung answer natin? Okay? So, i-divide muna natin since 4 over 4. Since pareho silang 4, therefore, ang magiging sagot natin dyan ay equals to positive 1. Hindi negative 1. Okay? Then next, for the product of the roots, we have r sub 1 times r sub 2 equals to c over a. Okay, so ang value ng c natin ay 1 at ang value ng a ay 4. Okay, so 1 over 4, the answer is 1 over 4. Okay, so that is the sum and product of the quadratic equation 4x squared minus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so tapos na tayo sa pag-identify ng sum and product of roots. Ngayon naman, let's proceed in finding the equation, okay, with the given roots. Okay, so paano ba mag-solve ng, or paano ba hanapin yung quadratic equation na given yung roots ng dalawa? Okay, so dito, for example, number 1, we have negative 3 and 6. So, ayan yung roots na given. Ngayon, paano natin i-rewrite yung ating quadratic equation? Okay, so, ganito po yung process. Okay, always na meron kayong x squared given. Okay? Next, yung operation na susundan yan, or yung susunod ay always na minus. And then next, kinakailangan natin kunin yung sum of roots. Okay? And then huwag kakalimutang maglagay ng variable x kasi siya ay linear term. And then next, always na plus yung operation dito. Pero, in solving, or in finding the quadratic equation, magbabago yung ating operation sa final answer, okay? And then next, kinakailangan natin kunin yung product of roots and then equals to 0, okay? So, x squared minus, so yung sum ng roots natin, negative 3, and then plus 6, okay? Kaya plus yan kasi hinahanap natin yung sum, okay? So, negative 3 plus 6, the answer is positive 3. Okay? So, positive 3 yung nakuha nating sum. Pero take note na meron tayong minus. Okay? From positive, naka-parenthesis siya, imumultiply natin sa imaginary na negative 1, become negative 3, and then yung variable x natin. Okay? And then next, after mong makuha yon, kunin naman natin yung product of roots. Okay? So, from negative 3 times positive 6, the answer is negative 18. Okay? So, take note na naka-parenthesis na naman po siya. So, yung product na nakuha natin ay negative 18. Pero yung operation natin dito ay plus. Okay? From negative times positive 1, the answer is always negative 18. Okay? Take note na meron tayong imaginary 1. Okay? Hindi kasi pwedeng, ang sagot natin dyan ay plus and then negative 18. Okay, so magkakaroon tayo ng mistake kapag ganyan yung ginawa natin. Kaya natin i-multiply kasi meron tayong parenthesis. Okay, yung parenthesis na yan, ibig sabihin, nagmo-multiply tayo ng imaginary 1 sa labas ng parenthesis. Okay, gaya dito. The same here. Okay, kaya siya naging minus. Okay, and yung ating quadratic equation para sa example number 1 ay x squared minus 3x minus 18 equals to 0. Okay? For example number 2, we have 1 over a and 2b. Okay? So, the same pa rin ng process. Ayan. X squared minus given and then yung sum of roots natin. Tapos, variable x para sa linear term plus yung product of roots and then equals to 0. Okay? So, unang-una, isi-solve muna natin yung sum. Paano ba kunin yung sum ng 1/2 a plus 2b? Okay? So, una muna, kapag nag-a-add kayo ng fraction to whole number, kinakailangan yung gawing fraction yung pareho ninyong given na roots. Okay, so dito, kapag gagawin mong fraction si 2b, always na meron kang 1 as the denominator. Okay, always na 1 yung denominator kapag gagawin mong fraction yung whole number. Okay, and the next step, kinakailangan mong kunin yung least common denominator or yung LCD nila. The best way in finding for the least common denominator is to multiply the two denominators. Okay? Pero yung iba naman is kinakailangan nating kunin. Ano ba yung number na pwedeng na-divisible sa dalawang number natin, sa 1 and 2? And that is 2. Okay? 2. Therefore, 2 times 1, the answer is 2. Kaya yung LCD natin dito, ang pinakamataas ay 2. Take note na since 1 yung isang denominator natin, ang pinakamataas or ang least common denominator natin dyan ay yung number na isa, itong 2. Okay? Kasi understood na 1 yung denominator, ang pinaka-LCD niyan ay itong 2. Okay? And then next, divide natin 2. Divide by 2, the answer is 1. Times 1 sa numerator, the answer is 1. Okay? Kaya meron na lang tayong variable a. And then next, 2 divided by 1, the answer is 2. Times 2, the answer is 4. Kaya meron tayong 4b. Okay, so yan yung sum ng roots natin. Then next, para naman sa product, 1/2 a times 2b. Okay, so kung napapansin nyo, meron akong arrow na nilagay. Ayan, okay. So itong arrow na to is i-multiply muna natin yung 2 sa ating numerator na 1. Okay, so kaya meron siyang operation na times. Okay, so 2 times 1, the answer is 2. And then yung arrow down naman is i-divide natin. So 2 times 1, the answer is 2. Divide by 2, the answer is 1. Okay? Kaya meron tayong imaginary 1 and then pagsasamahin lang natin yung variable a and b kasi hindi naman sila the same na variable. Okay? Pareho silang variable pero hindi sila pareho na variable na a at saka b. Okay? Kung pareho sanang a yan, magiging a square yung sagot natin. Pero since hindi sila pareho, pagsasamahin lang natin. Okay? Next. Okay, so kung papansin ninyo, meron pa tayong fraction sa ating equation. Okay, so para maalis yung ating fraction, kinakailangan nating i-multiply both sides of the equation ng 2. Okay, para ma-cancel out natin yung ating fraction or yung ating denominator na 2. Okay, so i-multiply natin both sides of the equation ng 2. 2 times x squared, the answer is 2x squared minus, okay, since they are the same, pwede na natin yung i-cancel out. At ang may iwan na lang dyan ay quantity a plus 4bx. Okay, and then next, plus 2 times ab, the answer is 2ab. And then 2 times 0, the answer is 0. Kaya meron tayong equation na 2x squared minus quantity a plus 4bx plus 2ab equals to 0. Okay? The next, for the last example, we have negative 5 and 7. So, x squared, the same pa rin ng process. Okay? So, x squared minus quantity negative 5 plus 7, the answer is positive 2. Times negative 1, the answer is negative 2x. Okay? And then next, plus quantity negative 5 times 7, the answer is negative 35. Okay? So, negative 35 times positive 1, the answer is negative 35 equals to 0. Okay? So, ayan na ngayon yung ating quadratic equation para sa roots ng negative 5 and 7. Okay? So I hope that you learned something today. Okay? And thanks for watching.